Hey guys, so I just got back home from work at I went to a flea market, and I was not expecting to actually come across a Gemmy animated pop culture series, Rodney Dangerfield. The funny thing was, he's for $5, but the way that they kind of listed him, they listed it just doll. I kind of thought that was kind of funny, but yep, the only complaints I have with him, he works perfectly fine. He turns on perfectly well. His head turns normally. His tie mechanism, he'd pull his tie perfectly fine. The only thing that doesn't really work is his mouth. But that's a really common issue with the Gemmy animatronics, from 20 years ago. His kind of nameplate is a little chipped, but I'm kind of glad that it at least says his name on it. But yeah, it's $5. I can't believe I actually got my hands on a Rodney Dangerfield. So there's another issue. His head is extremely loose. So sometimes when he plays his dialogue, his kind of head will kind of flip around and stuff. But yeah, here it is.
I know it's tough to work it out, folks. What can I tell you? I got a dog too. He drives me nuts. His favorite bone is in my arm. Last night, 4 times he went in the paper. 3 times I was reading it. I've got enough problems. My car broke down. I got a car. I got nothing but trouble. And every Sunday I take my family out for a push. What can I tell you? The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up too, went into a tree. It was her fault. She blew the horn. The first time she drove the car, she hit a deer. It was in the zoo. Well, my wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, you see,
And so sometimes the motor kind of locks up when it It makes a little brrr noise. Yeah, it kind of locks up.
I mean, there's always something. My wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I mean, today's been a terrible day. I got up this morning, picked up my shirt, a button fell off. A briefcase, the handle fell off. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom. This girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, was she ugly? How ugly? She was known as a two-bagger. That girl was so ugly, go on with her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. She was ugly. She was so ugly, you look in a dictionary under the word ugly, you see her picture. I mean, ugly. I took her to the top of the Empire State Building. Airplanes started to attack her. I mean, ugly. Nice to hear you laugh, though, I'll tell you that. There's no laughs. I live in New York here, the West Side. A very bad neighborhood. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. Well, the first day I moved in, I asked the cop, I said, how long I walked to the subway? He said, oh, no, so far, no one ever made it. Well, she can't do nothing right, nothing. You know? I took her to the ballet. She forgot the sandwiches. She can't cook either, the worst cook in the world. In my house, we pray after we eat. What a lousy cook, you kid. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I got the only dog, he begs for Alka-Seltzer. You can't cook at all. I need dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves. Well, last night she gave me a steak, it still had marks where the jockey was hitting it. And then she told me to take out the garbage. I told her, you cooked it, you take it out. You know when you're really old? When your family talks about you in front of you. Ever see those families? The guy's sitting right there. What do you want to do with Pop? I mean, Pop can't stay here. And Pop just sits there dribbling. Harry, put Pop in the garage. We got company coming, okay? I'm getting older now. I know I'm getting older. You know when you get certain signs. I walked past a cemetery. Two guys ran after me with shovels. No, I don't care about sex anymore. To me, food is exciting. Oh, I tell you, with me, eating has replaced sex completely. In fact, I had a mirror put in over my kitchen table. Oh, the other night I was embarrassed. While I was eating, my kid walked in. I grabbed my napkin. I covered my main dish, you know? Oh, my wife had a mirror put in over our bed. Yeah, she told me she likes to watch herself laugh.
My cat always wants out.
No respect at all. I just share a locker with a mop. I gained some weight. Are you kidding? It's tough to stay in this diet. Really tough. I got a big appetite. Are you kidding? Look at it. Eddie McDonald must stand outside and wants the sign changed. You know the trouble with me? I'll tell you the trouble with me. I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. Well, the other day I went into McDonald's. They told me I don't deserve a break. That's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. No respect at all. Well, yesterday for 2 hours, a guy followed me with a puma scooper. You're kidding. I don't get no respect for anyone. I bought some rat poison. The girl asked me, shall I wrap it up? I'm going to eat it here. It's not easy being me. I was arrested for jaywalking. The crowd kept yelling, don't take him alive! I'll tell you, the whole thing goes back to my childhood. The time I was lost on a beach, and the cop came and looked for my parents. I said to the cop, you think we'll find them? He said, I don't know, kid, there's so many places they could hide. I was never lucky in the beach, never. I was drowning. I was yelling, help, help. The lifeguard ran over. I said, all right, kid, keep it down, keep it down.
There was a weird cut there. Alright.
But it's nice seeing some folks here watching television, tell you that. But one guy give me a hard time. He come look at me and look at me. He said, well, I know you from here. I said, you ever watch The Tonight Show? Johnny Carson? He said, yeah, you too? Hey, good crowd, huh? You know me, I love crowds. Love crowds. As a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. You know, I come from a big old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family, that's what. What a dumb family I got. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree, I found out I'm the sap. My old man, he was dumb too, my old man. He worked in a bank that caught him stealing pens. I tell you, I can't relax, you know. Well, the other night I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender and said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. My wife ain't got no sex life either. She cut me down to once a month. Well, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely. I met one of the guys. I told him, who told you could fool around my wife? He said, everybody. I'm in a good mood, though, I'll tell you that. I just signed a big contract with General Motors for 2 years. I bought a new car. I just get stuck when I buy a car. The salesman always says she's a beauty. He never says he's a beauty, and I found out why, because the car and the girl are very much alike. Even either one, a car or a girl, how many times in the cold morning when you really need it, it won't turn over. Oh, yesterday was a beauty. I asked the cab driver waiting to get some action. He took me to my house. Well, I'm not a sexy guy. I know I'm not sexy. Well, this morning when I put on my underwear, I could hear the Fruit Loom guys giggling. I'll tell you a place you have to control yourself in a bank, but a lot of banks never see a men's room. They have men's rooms only for the employees. You have to work there to use it. I was at the bank last week. I had to go so bad I applied for a job. Well, I'm getting older now. I know I'm getting older. You know when you get older, you get certain signs. I walked past a cemetery. 2 guys ran after me with shovels. No, I don't care about sex anymore. To me, food is exciting. Oh, I tell you, with me, eating has replaced sex completely. In fact, I had a mirror put in over my kitchen table. Oh, the other night I was embarrassed. While I was eating, my kid walked in. I grabbed my napkin. I covered my main dish, you know? Oh, my wife had a mirror put in over our bed. Yeah, she told me she likes to watch herself laugh.
Yeah, that seems like it's all the lines. But yeah, they've implemented a whole lot of dialogue and phrases into this guy, and it's crazy that, as it seems that the regular Dean Martin and all the other music variants, they'd always have at least one or two songs, and that's like how big the chip would at least like handle all that audio. But it's like crazy how they've like put around like almost around 18 different little dialogues from Rodney Dangerfield's show. So it's kind of it's cool for the time. But I'm just happy that I own Gemmy animated Rodney Dangerfield. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon.